Hey guys, it's Bethany Finch with American Made Home Solutions. Today is how to stop second guessing yourself, right? I think we're on day 22 now. We're almost done. We're in the home stretch, right? So many times we kind of forget what the goal is or what we're working towards, and in doing so, we lose sight of the purpose. When we make a decision on something and we second guess ourselves, what can oftentimes happen is we forget what the goal is. What's the purpose of this, right? So for instance, how many of you, when you're in school, you'd be taking a test and you'd read the question and you would immediately think it was a multiple choice, the answer was A. But instead of filling it in, you almost filled it in, and then, oh, well, what about B? Oh, wait, C could be right too. And then you start second guessing yourself, and now you have no idea what the answer is. Statistically, they have actually proven that the first answer you give is generally the right answer. And the reason is because if you know something, it's pretty close to remembrance or recollection. And when you have to think through it, that's when your brain actually causes you to stumble and mess up a little bit. So that's why they have found that statistically, your first answer, that first choice that you might pick, is usually the right one. Oftentimes, I think too, we second guess ourselves because we kind of get in our own way. Part of second guessing is allowing yourself the confidence to know that the decision you're making, right or wrong, good or bad, it's a decision you're making. So if you can live with the consequences, right or wrong, good or bad, then it takes the pressure off. It takes that stress of it off. And so that second guessing doesn't necessarily come in there. I know many, when you're making financial decisions, right? Oh, should we do this or should we do this? That's not second guessing. That's just determining which one should we do based on the information you have and making a decision. Second guessing is making a decision and then kind of waxing and waving on that decision. One of the things that many students, they just lack confidence. And so when they lack confidence, they don't feel that they can make a good decision. And so much of life is just negative. And that negativity plays out in our decision-making capabilities, in how we communicate, literally, and even how our brain functions. Stress plays a very active role in our brain development. It is a necessary thing, but too much stress can actually shut a brain down. So does that mean you should let your kids play video games all day long so they can claim they're not stressed? Absolutely not. That is not at all what I'm saying. What it does mean is that we need to be able to help our brain work at optimal. We need to provide all of the tools and resources that are available. So that means getting a good night of sleep. That means getting exercise. Exercise is a huge important factor people don't realize, which is why it's so frustrating when the schools are so busy cutting that out of the programs. It is extremely necessary. There's a lot of energy going through young people, and in our lives today, there's a lot of energy in our systems, and exercising gets that energy out of it, and it moves that out of our system. And so it also creates endorphins, which that chemical reaction triggers things in our brains as well. Those happy mood stabilizers and things, those come from endorphins. They only get released when you exercise, right? So it's important that you do exercise of some kind. Now, what kind and how much and all of that, that's all up for debate, right? You have to learn your own body and what is best. Sometimes just simply going every day for a walk on your lunch hour, or as soon as you get home, before you deal with taking the dog and going for a 15-30 minute walk. Even something as simple as that. We're not talking you have to go to the gym every single day for 10 hours, right? That's not quite the same thing, okay? So other parts about second guessing is all the negativity, right? When everything around us, is so negative, everything impacts us through that negative filter. We don't want that negative filter to affect our decision making. So you have to offset it with positive. That means probably turning off the talk radio, not having the news on first thing in the morning and first thing at night, right? Because all that negativity is invading your thought processes, and it does filter in and it does affect you. So just turn it off. Maybe limit yourself. Maybe no more than 10 minutes of news a day. Or it's all over social media now too, right? So if you're on social media, again, limiting it so that negativity doesn't come in. You've seen many times young people, we know we have it. Our daughter doesn't like hearing anything positive, only wants to hear that negative spin and all of that. So she has completely cut us off social media, right? We're not allowed to see anything that's on her page. We're not allowed to view any of that. And equally such, because she's unfriended us, right? In her mind, she thinks she's reducing the negativity because she's viewing positive things as negative, right? They're calling good evil and evil good. Sound familiar, right? These are the things that are going on. So what happens is we need to be able to limit the negativity, whether that's coming in from influences from friends, whether that's coming in from what we're listening to, music, or watching on television, whether it's dealing with neighbors and such, whatever that is that's affecting us. We don't always see it. We don't always realize that when we get together with our friends, maybe they don't do anything but gossip. Well, there's nothing positive about that. That's just negative, right? But it might feel good at that moment, but it does affect you later, right? And so when we get together, we want to be able to build and lift each other up, but so much of this world is geared towards that negativity. So finding ways to be positive, to give back positive to your kids, to give back positive to your spouse is incredibly challenging at times. But when we do that, that positivity allows us the option to make better choices. We feel confident in them because we feel better. We physically feel better. We don't feel as depressed. Depression plays a huge impact. And right now with COVID, there's so much depression going on. Even our kids, the mental strain on them from not having school and not being able to have time with friends and not socialize and do all that is a huge impact, and we're seeing it, and it can't be taken for granted. There will be a consequence to this. So we have to find and work a little bit harder to find ways. Before it was easy, right? Our kids just went and played sports and they got it out. It was no big deal. Now it's a little bit more challenging. So we have to find ways. So maybe once a week you tell the kids, okay, we're going to the park, we're playing frisbee golf, or we're going to go take the dog and go for a run, or go to the river, or something where they're coming alongside, they're exercising, but they're connecting with you in a positive way. They're creating memories, they're creating situations that enable them to make better choices, because they feel good about themselves. They feel loved, they feel secure, and in doing so, when they make a decision, they can feel confident in it. Now, it's not going to 100% get rid of all of your second guessing. The last part of this is that some of the second guessing just comes from the mental mindset. Understanding and recognizing when you make a decision, there are consequences, good or bad, right? So if you make a good decision and you're choosing the good consequences, right? That's kind of what goes hand in hand. If you make a bad decision and the bad consequences come along, as long as you can deal with and recognize, look, I made the decision, this is all on me, then at the end of the day, whether you second guessed yourself or not, you might make a different decision next time because you remember those consequences. And that's how we learn. Babies don't get up and start walking and then go, oh, well, no, maybe I shouldn't. No, maybe not today. They just don't think like that. They just get up, they fall down, they give it up, they fall down. They keep doing it and keep doing it because it's part of the process. It's how we learn. It's how we grow as humans and individuals. So learning to not second guess yourself is a learning. It does take practice. It does not come naturally, especially if you maybe deal with a little bit of OCD and you're kind of a perfectionist and you want everything just so. Second guessing probably comes naturally to you. And it is going to take some work to overcome that, because it means letting some of that perfectionism go a little bit. It's okay if it's not 100% perfect if this is the wrong decision. Or sometimes just giving yourself permission to be wrong in your mind, even if the outcome isn't right or wrong. But in your mind, you've trained yourself that it's wrong. So sometimes it means looking at something from a different perspective. Many times it's not necessarily a right or wrong decision. It's simply one decision is better than another. I've seen some of these new tests and this whole Common Core math and all that. It is unbelievable. They don't even care about the right answer. They don't care. Serious, they don't care. It's all subjective. And so when we keep that in mind and take the pressure off and we remember, okay, what's going to happen if I pick the wrong answer? Well, maybe it's not wrong, right? Maybe you can just go with your gut, make your first decision, stick with it. If you get it wrong, recognize why it's wrong. Until tomorrow, we will learn to stop second guessing ourselves, and hopefully you'll have a great day this Tuesday. Until tomorrow, I will look forward to seeing you again. Only a few more days left, and we'll look forward to, I'm pretty sure, catching salmon is coming up pretty soon, so we'll have to look forward to that. All right, have a great day. Bye for now.